I just want to go to the show, and I think I want to go back to the hotel.
You are a stick in the mud, I'll tell you
that's not a stick in the mud.
Oh.
I just want to I want to go see the magician. I don't want to go get white girl wasted. I don't want to I don't want to do that. I don't want to be an arm candy with a guy that, I don't know how many girls he's got going. I'm not sure.
Welcome to Secrets of a Sugar Daddy. Here's your host, Marcus.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Secrets of a Sugar Daddy. I am Marcus, and
I'm Amy.
Look at that. Amy has made an appearance.
I'm back.
She's been very busy, and just to kind of preface you, Amy and I kind of have gone a little bit separate ways in our arrangement terms. Just life has taken us different directions, but she's still a big part of the show. Yeah. And will bless us with her presence when she's not so busy with school and dog sitting and
working.
Lots of work. So what's been going on? I guess you're back on the site now?
Yeah, kind of.
What are you finding out there?
I would say it's the same old.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not, I have so much going on that I'm not even really, thinking about that. I need to be, because I'm exhausted.
Now, I haven't talked to you for a few weeks. You did say you have some stories for me.
I do, yeah. Yeah, I've got some stories.
Okay. So where do we start?
Where do we start?
You met somebody on the site.
I've gone out a couple times, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. So the day, actually, Angie, the day that you and I kind of ended stuff, Angie actually and I hung out. Yeah. And she introduced me to one of her guys.
Really?
And then one of her guys.
That was quick. I'm a little hurt.
Dude, it was originally.
I was replaced so quickly.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, within less than 4 hours.
I know where I stood.
No, it actually wasn't intended. That's not what it intended to be. Mm-hmm. I got drunk because I was mad. Mm-hmm. And it just happened. I don't know.
Okay, well,
so I ended up
spilled the tea.
Yeah, I ended up having a threesome, which
you did.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good?
Yeah, it was good.
We actually talked about threesomes a couple episodes ago with Angie.
Yeah.
But she didn't mention you being involved in one.
Well, it happened.
Yeah. So. How was it? Was it uncomfortable or was it awkward, or did you, because you've done them before.
Yeah, for me, threesomes aren't awkward. So for me, it's I don't know. It's just natural, I guess. I don't really think anything of it. I think they're really fun. I actually prefer them over. No, I don't prefer them. I don't know what I prefer. It's just if I'm in the mood. Mm-hmm. And it was cute. Angie was really into me. So it was really cool, and the guy was really into me, and we got, I don't know, it was just really fun and hot and heavy.
Now, was this a guy from the site?
Yeah, they had been, so I think they're friends. Mm-hmm. I think they're friends. They started out as an arrangement. Okay. And then it kind of, I think they just became friends. It was exactly the same situation like you and I. Mm-hmm. And I don't think they really see each other anymore. I don't know, though. But, I mean, that's what they said. They were yeah, we don't really, do anything anymore.
Okay.
So, yeah, but,
So is that just a one and done? You're not going to explore it further? Or?
Well, see, this is what's really weird. So, this is what's weird for me. I'm not really, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. He came over, he's come over twice and we've hung out. That's about it. I don't know. I'm just not really sure. I don't know where it's going.
Are you vibing with him?
Yeah. I mean, I vibe pretty easily with people. But he said something that I'm not sure what to think of it, because he was he's I think you're really cool and I really like you. He's how do I know you really like me? And I was well, I mean, I don't think I would waste my time with you if I didn't I mean, I just met you. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that takes time.
He doesn't know the real Amy. Yeah, not yet.
Well, I don't know, like, I'm not sure, like, what he was meaning by that, you know, because he was just like, well, you know, I don't really want anything. He's like, I'm getting really tired. And I've gotten this several times from guys. I get this a lot. We've talked about this before. Well, I'll get guys that will be like, they'll be like, well, I really like you. And I just, you know, I'm tired of kind of like the playing around. I don't want to play around.
So they're hinting that they want to step it up a little bit in seriousness.
So quickly, though?
I know. It's a problem.
So fast. Like, I just, you know, that scares me a little bit. I mean, it's
As
like.
it should.
Right?
It's a big red flag. We've
Is
talked about that.
Yeah. I don't know, though, because it's like, I mean, like, we were driving really well. Like, we were driving well, right? Jiving.
Oh, jiving.
Yeah, we're just getting along really well. Great conversation. Yada, yada, yada. I'm just not sure. I don't know. I mean, other than that, like, it was just kind of like, I don't know. And then it kind of faded off. And, oh, my God. Some really, I have so much that's, like, happened. So really weird. People all from my past, around the time that I met you, so about a year and a half ago, I had 4 people reach out to me that I knew a year and a half ago, that I met a year and a half ago.
Just like recently?
Yeah, literally within the past week.
Wow.
Out of nowhere. They're just like, hey, like, I was
sending signals through the universe?
I don't know, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
Making me wonder.
It's so weird. I don't know. They literally just like reached out. It was really weird. Really weird. You know me, I'm like overthinking. I'm like, well, what is the universe trying to tell me? Like, do I need to be preparing for something? Like, what's going on? Because I just was like, what is up with this? I have no idea. It was weird. Really weird. Like, really creepy.
Creepy in a good way?
I think it's creepy.
You look a little spooked.
But yeah, I mean, come on, Marcus. Like we end stuff, and then all of a sudden, like all these people from a year and a half ago, like reach out, and I literally have not spoken to them in a year and a half.
Wow.
Like, is that not weird?
Is there anything that you're looking to pursue, or are you just kind of flattered that they reached out?
I'm just weirded out by it. I'm not really that flattered. It's just like weirded out. But I mean, they're all offering they're all offering a lot, but I'm just like,
nice arrangement terms?
Yeah, but
like a PPM or weekly or what?
Weekly.
Yeah. That's what you
there's
prefer, but
there's
it's hard.
There's a couple PPMs out there, but yeah. I mean, yeah, I was just like,
now,
I don't know if I could do it.
You know,
I feel like they're going to be really needy, and I can't.
Really needy, and you don't need a needy person at this point.
Cannot do needy at all.
Because school is overwhelming still.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
so I found out from my teacher, she was like, hey, I just want to warn you guys that the next class that you're going to take is a 5-credit class. And she was like, you think this workload's a lot?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, this next one she's like, it's hard. She was like, a lot of students who cannot pass. She gave us the name of the teacher. She gave us the name of the teacher, and she was like, take her. She's like, I promise you. She's like, people who struggle, like, and it's not that I'm struggling. I mean, I'm actually one of the top people in my class, but it's just, she was like, there's so many people who struggle with this class, and they have to retake it. And every time somehow this teacher is just really good at it. I don't know. She's really gifted, and she's just able to explain it in a way that people can understand. So anyway, I have to take that, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm really dreading that.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah. And my English class sucks. I fucking hate English. I hate it so much. Yeah, that takes so much time. That takes a lot.
So since I introduced you to Angie, back on that topic, I got questions. Yeah.
Ask away.
Well, now that I introduced you and you've gotten a little bit intimate, do you see it happening again? Are you still in touch? Are you guys?
Yeah, she wants. Yeah, I like her. I love her to death. And she's amazing. She's really fun. She's very fun. Very.
No, go ahead.
Very aggressive.
Aggressive. Well, she did say that she likes to be dominant.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So you're dominant and she's dominant. How is this working?
So I'm. It's actually really funny.
Or are we
you say
switching
that.
here?
So during the exchange, it was really funny. I thought I know we all got like a kick out of it because I mean she was like, I would say she is more corporal dominant.
Corporal?
Yeah.
Dominant.
So she would be like a really good like corporal dom or a boss, like a mother dom. Like she'd be really good in those if she were to go to professional. That's her thing. I am a very passive dom. You don't know that I'm doming you until I'm doming you type of situation. And it's very subtle. It's very, I'm not like in your face. I'm not a type of person that's just like wham, like unless you want wham, but you got to tell me that because I have to listen to my music and I got to get in that groove. Like I have to get in that mindset. But it just, I mean, honest, and I'm a switch. Like I can roll with the punches, literally.
And what would you say the guy's role in this was? Where did he kind of fit in? He
was the toy.
Huh?
He was the toy.
He was the toy.
Yeah, he was the toy for sure. Yeah, we got to play with him a lot. It was fun. It was really fun. I'm not sure. I would be really interested. I know he really enjoyed it. I think that's what he says. It was just really interesting because it was like kind of, two different things. But yeah, she's pretty dominant for sure. But she's fun.
It's probably been a while since you've done that before.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, because I know we've talked about it, but I don't think it's happened in a while.
No, that hasn't happened in a while. So it was really interesting and different. It was kind of a nice way to just, I was able to let out like a lot of frustration and kind of made me feel better for the day.
For the day?
For the day. And then the next day I just, I don't know, kind of cleared my head a little bit.
Okay.
But it was interesting. It was really interesting. I'm pretty sure we're going to probably do it again. I would be surprised if we didn't.
Mm-hmm. What else? Have you gone out on any other dates?
Yeah, there's been like a couple of breakfasts.
Breakfast?
Or, coffee.
Oh, okay.
Like,
all right.
I would say coffee dates.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Those are kind of, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't hold my breath for anything because people are really wishy-washy here. Like incredibly wishy-washy.
Yeah.
And they just want hookups, and I'm not into it. And they say they don't, but it's like, it's pretty obvious to me. Like, yeah, you do. Yeah. Right after coffee, if you tell me, hey, let's go back to my place. Like,
oh, some guy told you that on the first meet and greet?
Oh, just about every single one of them do. They'll try.
And what do you say?
And I'm just like, no, I mean, obviously, like I don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason that we're going out for coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a night person, for one. So you text me at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I promise you, my phone is put up and I'm in bed. Like that's what I do. I'm not a night person.
Right. That is true, man.
Yeah.
I attest to that.
For sure. Yeah. That's just how I roll. I just don't like nights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a night owl. I'm a morning person. I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning without fail. Like I said, I'm so, like with this new job that I have, I'm just so busy. So I mean, I feel like I just don't have a lot of time for stuff. So it's, I have an hour to meet you for coffee.
Mm-hmm. And
that's it. And they'll try to push me for more. And I'm like, no, I don't know what you're not getting about this. I have an hour. And that's my time. But there are a lot of people that like it. Like, oh my gosh. So my one friend who I don't do anything with, he actually the other day, and I've told you about him before.
The one that you used to work for?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So he actually finally messaged me and was like, hey, I want to let you know that I'm going to like back off a little bit. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, he's been...
Oh, yeah.
Pressuring you?
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure he fell in love with me, and I did not know it.
How did you not know it?
He started...
Because you just didn't feel the same? You look at him more as a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that I just was like, I thought it was pretty clear. Like, I mean, he's like dating supermodels, you know? Like, he literally was he was showing me pictures of the swimsuit model from like Panama. And I was like, Jesus.
Really?
Yeah. And he flew to New York. Like, he met her in New York, and then he flew down to Miami to like, I don't know, they went to some event or something. And I was just like, whoa.
Wow.
And then out of nowhere, he just was like, oh, yeah. He's like, I want to let you know that I'm just going to like back off. He's like, I know that, you know, we've been really good friends and stuff. And he was like, but he's like, I think my feelings for you just kind of, he's like, I wasn't expecting it, but I think they kind of, you know.
You weren't expecting it.
No. And he was like, I don't know. And I guess it was probably because he lost his wife. And he was just like, but you remind me so much of her. I was like, oh, that's really, God, that made me want to cry. That was really sad. I was like, oh, well, you know, if any time that you need to talk, like, I'm here to talk. I'm here for you. Like, you're my really, I don't know, he's my idol. Like, I really, like, I want to be like this guy because he's a great person. But that scared me. Like, I was like, I'm not prepared for that. I had no idea. What do I say to that? So
Wow,
that
so much has gone on with you in the last 3 weeks.
I know. Has it been 3 weeks?
Something like that. Almost.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it's only been. Has it been 3 weeks? Really?
Been a few.
Oh my God, you guys! I thought it was only like a week.
Really? You've been that busy?
Well, you know me, I'm in time.
Yeah.
I'm not very good with time.
Mm-hmm.
Time is an illusion for me.
Right.
But it's been 3 weeks. Oh my God, who was I 3 weeks ago? I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I've recorded quite a few episodes.
Oh, really? Okay, so tell me about that. Who have you had on?
Well, our last episode is the Egyptian.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
The
so
little Egyptian princess. She was really fun.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see how that one goes and see what kind of feedback we have. And then upcoming after this episode, I've got a housewife from the East Coast. It's going to be calling in. And she's a little bit older, but she has a great story, she says. So I'm excited to hear that. And then I've got my first in-person sugar daddy interview after that. So we've got some really exciting shows coming up.
Well, who's the sugar? Well, how did you meet this guy?
Through Angie. I think he was a friend of Angie's, and he contacted us, said he's listened to every episode, and wished something like this would have been around when he started, so he could have avoided some mistakes. So I'm excited to hear.
I wonder if it's the same guy.
I don't think it is. It could be.
Did she tell you his name?
Yeah, I have his name.
Okay. You have to tell me his name.
We'll talk after the show.
Yeah, because you have to tell me your name. Because if it's him, yeah. He's super cool. If it's him. If it's the guy, like, he's super cool. Like, really cool. Yeah, he's very easy to talk to.
Okay. So we've got that show coming up. And then I will be in Vegas for the World Series of Poker main event.
When is that?
That's going to be the first week of November. So
snap! I'll be in Vegas too.
You will?
Yes. Okay, so
wait
the
a minute.
other guy.
You don't like Vegas?
No, I don't. I don't like Vegas.
Now I'm really butthurt.
Why?
You wouldn't go to Vegas with me.
No, it's not that. I'm going to Vegas for different reasons.
What are you going to Vegas for?
So there is a magic show that I'm going to go see, and I'm very excited about it.
With who?
This is with also one of my other friends that I've talked about many times.
Okay.
The Frenchman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's actually like him and like a group of people.
Oh.
And one girl like bailed out on him. Mm-hmm. And so he had this extra ticket, and he was like, I'll just fly you out for the night. And I was like, great.
Oh, that'll be fun. What day? What day is it
so
going to be? So
that's going to be on Friday.
Oh.
So like I'll fly there on Friday, and then I'll fly back like probably first thing Saturday morning.
All right.
So it's just for a night, but I mean, that's all I can do. I mean, I can't, I don't want to go to, he was like, well, you can stay and we can go to the casino. And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, no, I don't.
So you've never been to Vegas. So I think once you get there, I don't know, you may not like it. Knowing you and people.
That's
and it's
what
very crowded right now.
And that's what I told him. I was like, listen, like, I'm not really like a Vegas, and he was like, don't worry about it. He's like, I know you're not a people person. And, well, you are a people person, but he was like, I know you don't like crowds. So he was like, he was like, he was like, I know you like shows and I know you like magic shows. So you should go do this.
Yeah.
Like,
so
okay.
actually, by the time this episode comes out, it'll be this Friday.
What Friday?
This coming Friday of this episode.
Oh, is when I'll be in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just in a few days.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, I guess. I mean,
Do you know where you're staying?
I have no idea. No, I don't know the details. No, he just was like,
Are
hey,
you going
listen.
private or are you flying commercial?
Again, I don't know the details.
Okay.
He literally just asked me, and I tried getting as much, like, I was like, well, how many people, like, I was like, I can't stay. First of all, my parents are in town.
That weekend?
Yeah, they're in town they're in town this weekend and all next weekend.
Oh, okay.
So they're in town for 2 weeks, and I was like, listen, I really want to, like, I would love to go see a magic show for one, but I can't stay. I only get to see my parents like once a year.
Yeah.
And I won't see them for Christmas. So anyways, I was just like, okay, I got a wild hair at my butt, and I was like, okay.
Apparently you have fought it for so
okay.
long.
I honestly don't think I really want to go.
Well, you need to experience it.
Like, here's the thing.
Don't judge something before you don't experience it.
I know, but it's so dirty. I just hear how dirty Las Vegas is, and I'm not into dirty. I don't like dirty.
Well, don't hang out in the back alleys.
Well, I heard people, you like walk down the street, and first of all, it's a city that never sleeps. I think New York is pretty dirty. Like, New York
is dirty.
They never sleep. There's trash everywhere. You have people puking on the sidewalk. I can barely stand here when I see, like, on my way here, there's like so many people that are drugged out, and they're like tweaking out as they're walking down the road. Like, I'm not into that. I just don't like that scene. It's very bothersome for me. I'm sorry that humanity is going in that direction.
Well, it's not everywhere. You just got to depend on where you hang out.
I don't know where we're hanging out. That's why I'm so nervous. But I'm only there for one night, so I'm kind of thinking that it's going to be okay.
Yeah, you'll survive.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. But I mean,
you'll have fun.
It's a magic show.
Do you know
fun
which
at
magician?
a magic show?
Do you know which show it is?
No, he just said it was a.
I know nothing.
I know nothing.
I know nothing.
I mean, literally, all he said was, he was like, "Hey, do you want to go to this magic show?" And I was like,
okay. We'll have to talk when you get back. Because I want to hear all about it.
Yeah. So he was just like, do you want to go to this magic show? This girl bailed. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure. I was like, but I have to be back. And he was like, it's okay. He was like, there's another girl that is flying back as well on Saturday. So like, okay.
This group of girls that he's going with, are these arrangement type girls?
I don't know. I mean, him and I are friends. We've been friends for a long time. Like, you know who I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
Him and I, we did something like once, and then I think he had gotten out of a series. He is attracted to crazy. And I give him shit all the time for it, because he's just like, he's one of these guys where he definitely we love talking about his problems. I love talking about people's problems, because it's like, okay, first of all, you give me advice. Like, as I'll tell him my problems, right? And he'll be like, oh, he'll give amazing advice. And then he'll turn around and tell me his problem. And I'm like, are you not listening to your own advice? Like,
monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
No, we're terrible at that.
It's so funny, though. It's so funny because he's like, and he gets really attractive, like, models as well. And I'm just like, okay, all right. That's great, you know? And he's like, yeah, so... You know, she called the cops on me. She
what?
They had to like drag her out. And I just like, dude. And he was like, yeah. And I went back to her. I'm like, is it that good? And he's like, that's the funny thing. He's like, it's not really. But he was like, I think I just get really bored. I was like, okay, I see that. I could see that. Like, I do the same thing. Like, if I'm bored, I'll just be like, I wish something would come along and spice it up. In fact, yeah. It just happens a lot. And so it was really interesting, because he likes crazy, but yet I don't know. He really likes me. Like, he likes me as a person.
What is that saying about you?
No. Well, see, this is that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, so am I crazy? And he was like, no, I think you're probably the most sane person in my life. Mm-hmm. He was like, you're one of those people. I mean, even then, like, he has even offered. So after I graduate, he has extended. He was like, I really want to set you up with this guy who is, you know, I can't really say what I'm doing, but he's like, I would really
Job-wise?
Job-wise, yeah. Mm-hmm. He was like, I have connections in China, and I would like to introduce you to these people because I think they would be a really great opportunity for you. So
you met this guy off the site.
Yeah.
Seeking. So here you are, even though he doesn't help you financially at all.
No, he's never paid me a dime. No,
yeah.
Neither has the other guy that I was just talking about, the one that
right.
like compared me to his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you're still getting some benefit out of it. Or a future.
I would say the benefit, much like you, is friendship.
Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of girls would bail on that and say, look, if you're not going to help me financially, I don't want to be around. And I think that they're actually missing out on some opportunities.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I find people that are only focused on here and now, what can you do for me now, instead of letting it build, letting the friendship build, letting the connections build. There is some value to that. I mean, there's a lot of value to that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't trade my friendships for anything in the world. Mm-hmm. I mean, I really wouldn't. Any of them. And you included. Like, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I'll fuck up and I'll say things and I'll probably hurt feelings. Definitely hurt feelings. But in the end, like, I feel really bad. I still will feel bad, and I will still, like, I don't want to miss that person because we did build something, you know, like, I've taken the time to, like, get to know these people, and I care about them deeply. Girls, like, if I could say anything out there, they're human beings too. We're not all perfect, and we have frustrations sometimes, but it's, in the end, like, you really care about these people.
Yeah.
You develop, like, I think, a real
and
friendship.
you've been friends with the two you're talking about for many years, right?
Those guys, those were the guys I first met when I moved out here.
Okay, so they're going on, like, 2 years now. Yeah,
2 years. If you're talking about, so my previous, like, my very first arrangement, they'll message me every once in a while, the husband and wife. And then the one that I did when I was out on the East Coast, the big one, that one, I mean, he messaged you. Yeah. Are
you still hearing from him?
Yeah, he'll message me randomly. I mean, it's nothing big, but it's just, you know, checking in. How are you doing?
But he's still a great connection to keep. And
yeah, I worry about him. I really worry about him because he gets in some sketchy situations. I worry about him a lot, but it is what it is. I don't know. I just enjoy the fact that they were able to share their time with me. Mm-hmm. And, like, they were able to open up, and I don't know, like, a little bit. All right, so tell me about you. What have you been up to? How's your dating?
It's been interesting. So, you know, we talked about the pillow princesses.
Yes. And are they still pillow princesses?
Well,
or did they listen to the show and take your advice?
I don't know if they're listening to the show or not. So I don't know what to do.
Wait.
I think I'm just going to have to move on.
Both of them?
I'm thinking so.
From both?
Yeah.
Hey, cut your losses.
I just, that part is so unfulfilling. Like, I enjoy everything else, but that part is also a big part of my life. I mean, when I buy a house, I don't buy it just for the bathroom, but if you take that away, I'm going to be pretty annoyed. Right? I mean, it's still an important part.
I don't have a toilet.
Yeah, it's still an important part. It's not the only reason I bought the house.
I bought it as a porcelain
throne. I kind of need that to be a part of the house. And I feel like I'm missing that part.
I would be really interested in hearing from somebody who is openly a pillow princess. I want to get, like, why
is somebody
are
openly a pillow princess, or are they just unaware?
I think they're aware. I'm pretty sure they're aware.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're aware. I've had sex with a guy who literally told me that's what he likes.
He likes that?
Oh, yeah. But he also is a freak. So he was like...
There's nothing
Oh yeah, no, we can get into some really scary stuff there. It was fun.
Now, if you're
enjoy
having
it.
open communication about that, and that's part of it, part of the role, part of the
for sure,
the playtime, then I get it. But when I've kind of had a talk with somebody, and the second time was pretty good, it was better. But then the third time, it went right back to what it.
You told her.
Yeah,
told
I
her
was
the
like,
third time.
Well, after the third time,
I mean,
I haven't
I'm
actually
not,
talked to her.
I would just be 3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. I mean, I think you're definitely along the right lines. You deserve happiness. You deserve it all. Mm-hmm. So don't settle.
Yeah.
And
I'm not going to settle.
I know you're not going to settle, but by stringing these girls along that aren't fulfilling you, that's settling. Mm-hmm. You know, like if you're not happy, speak up about it. Like don't hide it. Like because people need to know. So don't settle. Don't settle. You don't deserve that. Okay.
Right. I'm working on a couple other options. Actually, do you know who I am taking out tonight? She was a guest on the show.
The first girl?
Yeah. Rayanne. Remember her a few episodes ago? She was new on the site, and we.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I've got a function at my country club, and it was just more of a matter. I gave her some tickets.
Yes, she's going to their country club.
Yeah, I'd given her some tickets to Alanis Morissette front row, and she was like, "Hey, I owe you a drink or whatever." I didn't have anything going on this Friday, and I kind of wanted to just explore something new, and so I said, "Yeah, let's grab a drink," and then we're having like a social thing at my club. You two
would be really cute together.
I don't know.
No, you guys would.
I don't know. We'll see.
I think so.
I'm not approaching this as anything but let's have a few drinks. But
very attractive together. I think you guys did, didn't they? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Our studio guys,
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. And then I've got a new one that I'm taking to a comedy club tomorrow.
A new one?
Yeah. Well, we've gone out twice.
Okay.
We haven't done anything except I think the first. We just had. Drinks and bruschetta, the first, just to get to know each other on the first date. And then the second one was we just had dinner and drinks. I didn't have a lot of time. And I just got home from Vegas, actually. I had just literally got home from 5.
How did you do at the tournament?
I cashed.
You cashed? Yeah. You did it?
Well, some. I made some money back. Not the big prize, but I ran pretty deep.
Hanging.
It was pretty fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But hey, the big one, though, is coming up in November, which actually...
Is that the $10,000 buy-in?
Yeah, that's the one on
And
ESPN.
that's the one that you had the duffel bag.
Yes, incident a few years ago, right?
See?
Yeah, good job. So that one's coming up. I've already got my investors who have committed to their half, and so we got our buy-in, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
You're going to do it. Oh, that's going to be so excited.
So I'll be in Vegas for that here coming up.
So are one of these girls... So... Let me ask you this. When you go to really big events like that, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think it's better for your mind if you bring a girl to let out that frustration afterwards?
You know what I find? I get distracted if I bring a girl. I've done that a few times, and if I'm going to play poker in a tournament that's offering millions of dollars for first prize, I need to be focused. What happened is after the tournament's over, we have dinner, a late night dinner or something, and I can't sleep. And then the next day I wake up tired, and I've got to be rested and focused.
You've got to be super
for the big ones. Now, if it's a smaller tournament, I'll
why not bring someone?
Yeah, I'll have fun in Vegas with somebody. But
what happens in Vegas? Yeah, okay. Because I was curious about that. I was I wonder what you do in order to kind of relieve yourself a little bit.
Relieve yourself.
Well, I mean, think about it. That's extremely stressful. That's a very high stress situation.
You do some edibles and you call it a night.
Oh God, yeah. I wanna get fucked up.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to this magician. I just hope it's worth it. God, I can't believe I'm going to Vegas.
You're going to be surprised. It's a pretty cool place. Yeah. There's a lot of riffraff, but you just avoid that. And I mean,
avoid the riffraff. I'm very curious. I want to know where
amazing.
we're going to stay. That's what I want to know. What is the nice places? What are the nice places?
All the 5-star places like Venetian, Wynn, Bellagio, Aria, any of those places are great. And even some of the 4-star stuff is
I want to know the people. I want to meet the people who own them and have built them.
Yeah.
And then I want to.
Yeah, fat chance.
You never know. You never know. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I wonder if Maybe the universe is like leading me to that.
Maybe.
Because I would have said no. Like, had you and I still been going, I would have said no.
I know.
Absolutely. I would have been like, no, sorry, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
But I just was like, I don't know, I need to like kind of get over this. I need to quit sulking a little bit and just kind of get back out there. So I was like, okay, well, I suppose I can go. I suppose I can go, but it just, I don't know.
You know,
it'll be interesting.
This reminds me, so when my 2.5-year girlfriend arrangement broke up, she immediately started doing all the things that she wouldn't do with me. This is kind of what it's reminding me of.
No, really?
Yeah.
I don't feel that way.
I don't know, but it's just weird how that happens.
I don't think it's that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going for the people. I'm not going to Vegas because I want to go to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas because I want to see a magician. And I don't want to be like, I don't want to, if I could, I honestly really want to do, and you guys, I swear to God, if this gets to him, I'm screwed. I'm thinking I'm going to just bring my homework.
Oh, really?
And I'm just going to be like, I just want to go to the show, and I think I want to go back to the hotel.
You are a stick in the mud, I'll tell you.
That's not a stick in the mud. Oh. I just want to I want to go see the magician. I don't want to go like get white girl wasted. I don't want to I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like an arm candy with a guy that, I don't know how many girls he's got going. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know who his friends are. All right. And it's not that, but I want and I know he doesn't see me like this thing, right? He actually sees me as a real person that can carry on a conversation. Mm-hmm. In fact, he was the one girl, he was like, yeah, she's really attractive. She is a model. And he was like, I told her that she has to be really nice to you because you're my really good friend. And I was like, oh, well, that's sweet, but I can hold my own. Yeah. I can hold my own. I was like, there's very few people who don't like me. Mm-hmm. And I'm not, that sounds very arrogant, but it just I'll dumb it down if I have to.
Oh, you'll dumb it down.
I'll dumb it down and I'll just see oh my God, what? I don't even know however she talks. Just, who knows what she has going on for her, but she's a model of some sort. So it's like, oh yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I just don't want to, I'll probably bring my homework.
You're nuts.
I'm not nuts.
Don't bring your homework. You're not going to have time for it. And you don't just.
We're going to a magician show, a magic show, magician show. We're going to see a magician. I don't want to drink. I have been drinking so much, trying to numb myself, and I just don't want to do it anymore. I feel like shit all the time, and I just don't want to do it anymore. Smoke a joint. That's the sign I got. Smoke a joint. Yeah, I've been doing that too.
She never had a problem doing that.
I've been doing it a lot though, almost every day. Yeah, just the sleep. I don't even know why I'm so burnt out. I'm really burnt out from school. This is sad. This is turning a really sad, pathetic episode. I would prefer it. Let's keep it upbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your next steps? What are you looking for?
Okay.
What's your game plan?
Game plan. Let's see here. As far as seeking, let's see here. So, gentlemen, I guess this is your chance to meet me. Also, myself right now. Here we go. All right. What I'm seeking. Don't be clingy. Don't be needy. I have my own stuff going on. I prefer if you have your own stuff going on. I don't really have a lot of time, so I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know.
So are you still getting lots of messages?
I have not been on.
No?
No, I have not been on. I would say yes, I'm getting messages, but I don't even think I'm I think I have a free subscription right now. Mm-hmm. So I don't think I'm really, it's I'm getting 5 to 10 messages a day.
That's a lot.
I don't think that's a lot.
So, okay, now that you're kind of out there again,
yeah,
you get all these messages. How does a guy actually get to meet you? What messages do you respond to?
Oh, here we go. So, this morning, for example, I had a guy who literally was like, hey, $200 for coffee.
He offered you $200 just to go have coffee with him.
Yeah.
And
I was like,
how was the coffee?
I didn't do coffee. No. I was just like, so you're into hookups? That's what I immediately told him. Mm-hmm. And he was like, no, I'm looking for something long-term. And I was like, okay, well, I just need to verify that, because most of the time when somebody immediately throws out a number like that, mm-hmm. I mean, that's a pretty strong indication that you're into hookups. Like, you're going to want to go have coffee, and then you're going to want to have something else afterwards. Mm-hmm. Like, that's, like, I'm not stupid. I'm not. Anyways, so he was just like, well, no, and I said, and he's been a member for like 2 years now. So
do you look at like how long they've been a member?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think that's important too.
Yeah. Because he was just, and I've seen him before, and that's just it. He, like I can remember the pictures because I read the profiles. Like mm-hmm. I read profiles.
Okay.
I remember seeing him before, and I was like, so I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just like, so I said, so you've been a member for almost over a year now. So have you not had much luck? And he's like, I just renew my subscription. I've renewed it like 3 times. I was like, okay. I was like, so what happened? And it just, I don't know. I mean, this guy's obviously, instead of putting ... he put like a bunch of commas.
Oh, that's weird. I've seen people do that. That's weird.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, okay, first of all.
Is that a foreigner type thing?
I don't know. I'm not sure. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
But it just was like, I called him out. I don't know. I just called him out. Like, mm-hmm. I'll call him out. You say that you don't want hookups, but I'm sorry. You've been on there for a year. And I asked you, like, well, how was your arrangement? Like, how long was it? And you avoid it mm-hmm. completely. Like, yeah, you're into hookups. Like, just be honest. Yeah. Just,
because you're looking for something long term.
Yeah. I mean,
something
ideally.
Stable.
Yeah, somewhat consistent. That's all. That's it. Mm-hmm. I don't really need it. I don't need it now, but it's because of my job. I don't know. It's just nice.
So the guy that you met for coffee the other day, how did he get past the filters? Like, what was it about his profile that you responded?
So he actually had just gotten out of a long-term, like a 2-year mm-hmm. arrangement. He's married. And he was like, yeah, he's like, I just got out of an arrangement. He's like, I mean, he was very direct and very genuine. Like, you could tell. And he not once was he was like, you know what? He was like, I really appreciate you coming out and meeting me for coffee. And that was it.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I thought you said that he wanted to
take me home.
Yeah.
So that was a different guy.
Oh.
I keep thinking about another guy. Okay. So you're talking about that guy.
Yeah.
That guy, that guy's not going anywhere. How did he get past the filters? I would say he, I'm trying to remember.
If you get 5 to 10 messages a day, how did his get through, and what prompted, what?
His profile.
His profile was good.
Yeah, his profile was good. Mm-hmm. It was well thought out, well written. I think he just, I don't know. Maybe I was probably a little desperate. I don't know. I was probably just feeling bad about myself and I said yes. Mm-hmm. Honestly, that's probably what happened. I don't know how he got past it, but he did. So I mean, and sometimes
it's just
you don't
timing
know.
And luck of the draw.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't know until you meet them face to face, because mm-hmm. it's like people, just like in regular dating apps, you have this like amazing. And how many times have you've told me, you're like, oh, the conversation's so great, and then you meet him in person and you're like, what what just happened?
Right.
So I think that's how it happened. It was just kind of like, wow, yikes. Oh, no. Mm-mm, not again. I'm good. I'll pass.
Yeah.
Pass on that. But I don't know. We'll see. This other guy I was just talking about, though, he seems like a good potential.
Yeah.
We'll see how we click after a couple more dates and how well he is in the sack.
Is it the same for you as it is me, where it can be very disappointing there and then you just lose interest because that part is so bad or just so boring? Or is it different for you?
No, that's definitely a big part
of
it. I mean, you know what?
Because you might like them and you might have great conversation.
Well, you know what
and
my
the dates
favorite
are fun,
thing
but
is?
then there you're just like, ugh,
Yeah.
I just don't know if I can do it.
You know what my favorite thing is? So I would say, you know, that's very important to me. Like, you have to like that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like that. And you have to like me doing things for you. Because that is my favorite. I will say that's ultimately my favorite. I'm a pleaser. I like that. It makes me feel really good when I can do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me really happy. I mean, how many times would I come to you and I'm just like, dude, I'm so stressed out. Like, go, just go over there.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel good. It makes my day better because it feels like it feels like, wow, I can make somebody happy. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I operate though. I operate, you know, trying to make people happy, you know, so it just like, that's what I enjoy. So I am ready to, I don't know what I'm ready for. The people that have messaged me like 2 years ago, one of them has a girlfriend now.
Mm-hmm.
They both want to date me, but I'm really worried that they're going to be very needy and very clingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're definitely going to have to explore this on future episodes because we just ran out of time. But we've got a lot of good things to talk about in the future, and we're excited to have you back in the studio.
Yeah.
Angie is going to be hosting some. I hope that both of you guys can co-host a few times. We got a lot of fun, exciting programs scheduled.
Yeah, it'd be really nice to have like different perspectives, I think, because Angie definitely has a very different perspective than I do.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's good.
Yeah. I like hearing different sides, different viewpoints.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, all right. Thanks for listening to this episode of Secrets of a Sugar Daddy. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. We're on everything. So appreciate all the listens, all the feedback. We're starting to get a lot of them, and we really appreciate it. So let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about in future shows, and even if you want to be a guest. We'll love to have you. For now, we'll talk to you next time. Thanks.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like to connect or even be on the show, we'd love to hear from you at secretsofasugardaddy.com.